An absolute titan. So on Mirage, expectations similarly high. Apex out from under. This could be dangerous. If he loses all these grenades, he gets his molly out, but the smoke will just fall in the way. Maja spotting them out middle, trying to keep them at bay as Vitality look to split.
This is XANTARES wanting to take all the fights he can to open up.
Triple B or XANTARES, what do you prefer? It's two rough options. They're just going to walk back under. I think at this point, eternalfire know exactly what's going on. Oh, Maja's missed this. This is a weird flank, and he's missed it entirely. Flames could be on an interesting lurk here. That's a shot to get some revenge.
All right, that's one way to deal with XANTARES. Still, there's these dual Berettas. jottAAA holds the line with a double, and Wicadia just trying to buy some time here. Mezzi looks to chase down this last man, but reinforcements not swapping in and out players that have already adorned the eternalfire jersey. I think it's a good move, and I think short term, his whole reason for being here is to reinvigorate the squad. eternalfire went from an astronomical rise and all the potential in the world on Copenhagen to a disappointing end to the year in Shanghai, and all those expectations, the weight of it proved to be too much. And so I think as long as jottAAA can bring a breath of fresh air to this team in the short term, that could be enough, and it certainly feels like it's working for the likes of XANTARES. Wicadia also giving us some great games thus far. This one's nice and clean up.
He's new, and you could see him not looking his usual self. This is where you hope that could get flipped on its head.
Oh, 100%. I think some of Flames' best moments in his career have been on this map.
Absolutely.
In a variety of different jerseys too. Always one he's felt very at home on, even now finding a timing down here in mid.
Wow.
XANTARES just clotheslines him straight through the connector and looks to take that straight up fight in middle.
He got a spot and he just hunts that kill down. He doesn't let him get into ladder, ever closer to this A split. eternalfire don't buy the fake smokes in middle. Vitality walk through the fade. It is this A split with jottAAA trying to cover the lurk. Apex putting pressure on, gonna get hunted down. He heard the first steps. He's not ready at all for that push. In the site is woxic. There are layers and layers of defense in A, and there is no breaking through for Vitality. Could have been a nade on the money there. Vitality stacked on ramp. And they don't have the utils along this out, they just got to go.
Glad that they've gone back to something a bit more group though. The early defaulting has worked for them on that previous map, but here they've struggled to get too much results out of it. This time it's something more standard, more grouped, but it's been split up here by the util. The molly down over in Palace, and woxic just has an open sightline into ramp. It's all about woxic. That AK pulled, no AWP needed. woxic puts his best foot forward in defense of this A site, and there should be no hope for Flames. AK scavenged, but he's really got his work cut out for him. woxic's been hot on the repositions here, looking to constantly keep them guessing. So, eternalfire in the driver's seat, a sick sequence of nades over in middle. Sees Flames head out of the round early.
That's knowing the pathing right there. The Vitality are going to walk down that wall and try and get into connector quickly on an eco. They hit those nades right on the money.
I think when you do that, as you say, like that's knowledge in your prep work and your pathing of the opponent. That just shows that all the time and resources you've dedicated in the build-up to this game have been worth it, and it's felt worth it all day. They've had some really good reads over Vitality. So this little D ground, gonna struggle to find much of an impact here. Already a man down. Not being given fights over in middle, which is what Vitality were hoping for. Instead, it's eternalfire just holding onto the extremities, and so as they try to take Con away, they lose ZywOo, they lose Mezzi, and Rops, that final man to fall, as the Deegs gets brushed aside.
Rops v XANTARES, eyes on. Stare into that monitor. Oh!
Crazy catch for Wicadia, and there's the woxic AWP to extend that advantage one step further. Oh, everywhere Vitality go, it's just a disaster. It's only Flames left from this initial foray out in the middle, but him and Mezzi have made this interesting. 2v5, reclaim to a 2-on-3. That bomb down in top middle though, and Flames is the candidate who's got to go back and get him. What is that out of XANTARES? Oh God, it's disgusting.
He's a freak right now. There's no time to get the bomb. If you only that.
Counter-terrorists win.
Wicadia.
Now for Vitality.
One guy who maybe you would want to rely on is lurking out mid. That's a deke for ZywOo. Activated in an integral round. They're going to rush this B bomb site. Flames is coming up on the catwalk. It's only Wicadia right now. woxic is a cross shot, but Wicadia is the guy with 2 on defense. With Flames cut down, it gives room for XANTARES to get in the bomb site, and a missed orb shot for Mezzi may let Eternal Fire back in. Again, XANTARES does it all.
I just don't know if there's any stopping this. Like, if you look at that on kind of a raw level, XANTARES, you can even say maybe...
They want this A site.
Oh, man! Flames just got destroyed. XANTARES 180 Apex. Oh, God, it's all going so wrong for Vitality. But for
Eternal Fire sit confident. Good flash, good pace. Apex runs out middle, but there's still an orb to worry about. Flick down for woxic, as simple as that, and he gets out without a blemish.
Yeah, it always feels like woxic has a higher chance of hitting the target when he's not looking at them. A very fast player, and another from woxic's orb. It's all left onto ZywOo. Got the ball rolling on the last 1vx we saw this guy attempt. It was a 1v5 go at it back on Anubis, this time 1v4, but the bomb has been located. Eternal Fire hold all the cards. Can ZywOo be the ace up the sleeve of Vitality? He's not ready for the deep push, so a scoreline at the end of that first half. A pistol round here would almost be good enough to lay this one to rest.
You think so?
And so Eternal Fire, they've got to lock in because they could do all the lifting for this series here and now.
Yeah, quad A setup though.
XANTARES, first in, first to fall, fed to the Robstool Berettas. So the first outing into this A site does not pan out for Eternal Fire. 3-man stack here for Vitality as well, with a 4th man nearby in the form of ZywOo. Robs with a swing. A swing that goes punished by woxic. And that's going to open up the route to this A play. They've got Mezzi trapped in a box. He takes one to the grave. It's about as much as you could have hoped for Mezzi there. This was all teed up for Apex, but missed shots means ZywOo's going to be that guy. 2 kills, you'd think that's enough, as it's jottAA left up in this clutch. And a big order ahead of him. 45 seconds left to play with. Toughest position jottAA's been in yet.
Oh, I like the reset now. He recommits, shows again, and now he's going to go back to B. And I think he should know he might even have a bomb plant here, as Vitality don't want to jump the gun and play solo. Flames is going to start to move, though. He will beat him to the bomb site. The question is, does Flames commit to backside or bench? Yes, he will. He wants to fight for the round. He wants to risk the 1v1, but his position is unorthodox, unlikely to be checked. The stick comes in for jottAA, and he should be a dead man walking. Miss shot!
Oh, no!
jottAA's got a chance!
Low on health. jottAA with the reposition. Tucks himself in up close and walks it over the finish line. jottAA blessed in that 1v2. Missed shot from Flames, it's all it takes. They finally have to look elsewhere, and so this is the round where they spread out. They look to take middle. Let's see if they're up to the task. Haven't had to worry about this yet, but that's a nice opening found from woxic, who sits back on that AWP and waits for...
And the bomb in middle. That will put a lot of fear in Vitality, but is it enough fear to discount this stack? With an entry coming in the Palace, it only pushes them further into it.
They found Robs. They're really close to dealing with Mezzi. Once they've dealt with those two, they should have a clear idea that B is empty, but they're just going to follow through with this game plan. The A split moving on in, and XANTARES is quick with the trade. It's going to fall to ZywOo. Now, this series has been kept alive for Vitality by the strength of their B anchors. In this 1v4 clutch attempt, these are the rounds that ZywOo is supposed to bring Vitality. But misses the timing on a player getting out ramped. No info. Quick up does deal with Wicadia. But look at that minimap. Eternal Fire keeping him boxed in here. The best path is to fight forward for ZywOo. But a lot of time ticked off this bomb. And no fights being given over. Nothing coming for free. in this clutch attempt. ZywOo saving now, even uncertain as the nade from
9-round half. It's one thing on Anubis, it's a different beast on Mirage. And that's with a pistol round for Eternal Fire.
Fast through Cat, it's a B split. A different look to these B offensives. Mezzi tucked in over a bench and already Vitality have scrambled the rotates, but it might not matter. ZywOo now is to be the defining character in this defining round of this second map. If Vitality do want to claw this one back, they've got to put a stop to woxic in this clutch. Commits to the plant, that's ballsy already. Goes looking for that ZywOo AWP, and woxic is real fast with it. Now it's just Flames as the man to beat. woxic could have victory teed up right here for Eternal Fire. All that's left to do is reach out and grab it. woxic swings and woxic wins. 1v2 clutch turns up for woxic.
It begs B-Rush, Harry. It's all we've seen on this T side. Eternal Fire, don't tell me you're going to do it again when it's all on the line.
Well, this B-hold's been getting better and better with each round that went by, and the whole reason that Vitality have made it this far is because of the strength of this B-hold.
What?
But Mezzi, the guy who's been infallible on this side of the map, falls first to open up this final round. Wicadia steamrolls ahead, plucked out of the round by ZywOo. But Vitality, this is uncharted waters. They've got to do it a man down in the retake. This B-hold has not faltered. It's not falling apart yet. And in the final round of regulation, it might all fall apart. ZywOo late on the rotate after a missed jump. XANTARES aggressive, pushed up at the market. There's the lineup for XANTARES. The fires that fuel Madge's war machine continue burning. And the final flames for Vitality fan out as Eternal Fire secure the semi-final and the $63,000 from the head of Vitality. The new season starts slow for this new look Vitality squad, but for Eternal Fire, it's bounty hunting season.
Oh yes, the bounty hunt is fine.